Hello, Dan Goodman here, and welcome to the show Trombones, Shovels, and Pizzazz, a delectable array of non-stop, fast-paced, high-energy musical numbers from the glory days of Broadway, motion pictures, and television. And off we go. From 1962's Music Man, how's this for Robert Preston as a con man luring an unsuspecting crowd?
Folks, listen. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with the troubled friends with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys band. Oh, think, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with a gold trombone? Ra-ra-ra-da-da-da-ra-ra. Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous, fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, billiard parlor walls come a-tumbling down. Well, a band'll do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I said a boys band. Do you hear me? I said River City gotta have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand. River City's gonna have her boys band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you see the glitter of crashing cymbals, and you hear the thunder of rolling drums and the shimmer of trumpets. Tam-ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper-bottom timpani and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along the way. Double bell euphoniums and big bassoons, each bassoon having his big fat say. There were 50 mounted cannon in the battery, thundering, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters who'd improvise a full octave higher than the score.
Carol Burnett, talent unlimited. Maggie Smith, gesture perfect. When they teamed up, they were vigor and joy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maggie Smith. Maggie is now on tour in Private Lives, and she, Noel Coward's Private Lives, and you will be from Los Angeles going to Denver?
To Denver, then to Chicago, to Boston, Toronto, and New York.
And New York, but tonight we have her. And I would like to make a confession to you in front of all these people that, Maggie, I would like to be president.
What? Oh, now that's a difficult job, Carol.
No, let me finish. Of the Maggie Smith fan club.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel the same way about you.
Listen to, I mean, your accent alone, it puts me away.
It puts you where?
Away. No, it's an expression. It means, I like it. You know, I love it. It's terrific.
I like yours, too.
I didn't know I had one. Well, I mean, listen to you and look at you. You're so sophisticated and witty and charming and...
Oh, no,
well, look,
no, not
look,
really.
So ladylike, you know? You're statuesque.
Uh-huh.
You're classy.
Classy.
Classy. That's what I mean. Yeah, classy. You're so British.
Yes, I am British.
Yes. I'm sorry, yes.
And you're American.
Yes, I am
American.
American. I know, but you know, just once, maybe twice, I would like to be you, just like you.
Why, Carol? Why you have your own things?
I know, Maggie, but you're so, I know. You're so London, you're so Kensington Gardens, and I'm so San Antone. You're so harp strings, you're so chamber ensemble, and I'm so slide trombone. You're so Shakespeare, so Bernard Shaw, and I'm so Fanny Hurst. You're so Kippers, so caviar, and I'm so liverwurst.
I love it.
You're so Harper's, you're so Manchester Guardian, and I'm so Daily News. You're so Gucci, so pink satin slippers, and I'm so army shoes. Wherever you go, you belong.
Oh, you're wrong. You're so high there. You're so put her there, partner, and I'm so... How'd you do?
But I love that.
You're so pogo. You're so Popeye and Peanuts, and I'm so Winnie the Pooh. You're so root beer, so ginger ale, and I'm so lemon squash. You're so hey bud, where's the ladies' room? And I'm so may I wash? You're so Dinah. What? You're so Gloria Steinem, and I'm so Margaret Mead. You're so tie-dye. You're so Dacron and denim, and I'm so English tweed. Wherever you go, you belong.
No, you're wrong. You're so Scrabble. You're so chess, you're so checkers, and I'm so hide and seek.
You're so hoedown. You're so Charleston, so Lindy, and I'm so cheek to cheek. You're coyotes and prairie dogs, and I'm so birds and bees.
You're so ruffles, so petticoats, and I'm so BVDs. Face it, Maggie, you are heaven. You are springtime in Mayfair, a Rolls-Royce limousine, Windsor Castle, and Buckingham Palace, the crown jewels, Maggie, you're the queen.
But you're hayride, you're Halloween, you're the flag on the 4th of July. You are baseball, football, hockey, boxing,
Singer, dancer, actor, juggler, magician, and pianist, Russ Tamblyn was famously cast as Riff, the leader of the Jets, in the Oscar-winning film West Side Story. Few know of his high-energy performance in a non-musical film, The Fastest Gun Alive. This lively number was the highlight of the film, though it had nothing to do with the plot. It was the epitome of incongruity. It was the personification of vibrance and talent.
Come on, Eric, dance for us.
Oh, yes, Eric, you gotta dance. Come on, Eric.
Come on, Eric, I'll play for you.
I want to dance.
Oh, come on, dance.
Yes, Eric, dance for us.
Please, Eric, you can do some kind
What
of
am I
a dance.
gonna do?
Do a jig.
And do some of your tricks.
Come on, dance, Eric.
Come on, Eric, we'll follow you.
Come on, lad. Pick up your heels.
We could not leave out this sparkling number from Rodgers and Hammerstein's 1949 musical South Pacific. There is nothing like a dame.
We got sunlight on the sand. We got moonlight on the sea.
We got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games.
What ain't we got?
We ain't got days. We get packages from home. We get movies, we get shows.
We get speeches from our skipper.
And advice from Tokyo Rose. We get letters doused with perfume. We get dizzy from the smell.
What don't we get?
You know damn well. We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for.
What we need is what there ain't no substitute for.
nothing like a dame. Nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame.
You see, girls, we're caught in something of a middle ground here. Not quite in the war, not quite out. Facing things you never dreamed of.
We feel restless, we feel blue, we feel lonely, and in brief,
we feel every kind of feeling,
but the feeling of relief.
We feel hungry as the wolf felt when he met Red Riding Hood.
What don't we feel?
We don't feel good.
Lots of things in life are beautiful, but brother, there is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. Nothing else is built the same, nothing in the world.
Has a soft and wavy frame, like the silhouette of a dame.
Attention! Eyes front! Drop and give me 20! There is absolutely nothing like the frame of a dame.
Here's where we have our showers, guys.
We're out here in public.
Out here we learn to make do. Besides, it's perfectly safe. Billis and his boys see to that. Luther!
Oh, Luther!
Yes, Miss Forbush.
Here are the new girls. Luther Billis. And if you need any laundry done, Luther does beautiful work.
Oh, beautiful!
Shut up.
Let's go, girls. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So suppose a dame ain't bright or completely free from flaws,
Or as faithful as a bird dog.
Or is kind of Santa Claus.
it's a waste of time to worry over things that they have not.
Be thankful for
The things they got.
You too, honey, on the double now. Bye, boys.
There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame.
There are no books like a dame, and nothing looks like a dame.
There are no drinks like a dame, and nothing thinks like a dame. Nothing acts like a dame, or attracts like a dame. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near a girly, womanly female
dame.
And now for Guys and Dolls, my favorite musical. Nearing the end of the show, we have seen the group of gambling cads being unruly and despicable. Charmingly, of course. But this showstopper is the moment Nicely Johnson has been waiting for. Heavy on sarcasm, he recounts a dream that lets us see the sinners begging to have their souls saved. It's perfectly divine. This Tony Award-winning show premiered on Broadway in 1950 and ran for 1,200 performances. I was in a production of Guys and Dolls and played Harry the horse.
Something very funny has been happening to me. Sitting here, I mean. Like I've been remembering a dream.
Tell us nicely, Tell us in your own words.
Yeah, that's it. A dream.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood and I hollered someone fade me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood nicely passing out the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said, beware, you're on a heavenly trip. People all said, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under by the fancy tie round your wicked throat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'd never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Gee, Officer Krupke is a comedy number from the 1957 musical West Side Story. The song was composed by Stephen Sondheim and Leonard Bernstein. The street gang, the Jets, make fun of the gruff Officer Krupke in singing about the societal forces that led them to joining a gang. Lyrically, the song features 4 7-line verses filled with puns and wordplay. Appreciating vibrance, you'll like this number.
See, them cops, they believe everything they read in the papers about us cruddy JDs. So that's what we give them, something to believe in.
Hey, you!
Who, me, Officer Krupke?
Yeah, you! Give me one good reason for not dragging you down to the station house, you punk!
Dear kindly Sergeant Krupke, you gotta understand, it's just our bringing upkey that gets us out of hand. Our mothers all are junkies, our fathers all are drunks. Golly Moses, naturally we're punks.
Gee, Officer Krupke, we're very upset. We never had the love that every child ought to get. We ain't no delinquents, we're misunderstood. Deep down inside us there is good.
There is good.
There is good. There is good. There is untapped good. Like inside, the worst of us is good.
That's a touching good story.
Let me tell it to the world.
Just tell it to the judge.
Dear kindly Judge, Your Honor, my parents treat me rough with all their marijuana. They won't give me a puff. They didn't want to have me, but somehow I was had. Leap on lizards, that's why I'm so bad.
Right, Officer Krupke, you're real square. This boy don't need a judge, he needs an analyst's care. It's just his neurosis that ought to be coined. He's psychologically disturbed.
I'm disturbed.
We're disturbed. We're disturbed. We're the most disturbed. Like we're psychologically disturbed.
Hey! In the opinion of this court, this child is depraved on account he ain't had a normal home.
Hey, I'm depraved on account I'm deprived.
So take him to a head shrinker. You!
Who, me?
Oops. My daddy beats my mommy clobbers me. My grandpa is a commie, my grandma pushes tea. My sister wears a mustache, my brother wears a dress. Goodness gracious, that's why I'm a mess.
Yes, Officer Krupke, he shouldn't be here. This boy don't need a couch, he needs a useful career. Society's played him a terrible trick. And sociologically, he's sick.
I am sick.
We are sick, we are sick, we are sick, 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 like we're sociologically sick.
In my opinion, this child does not need to have his head shrunk at all. Juvenile delinquency is purely a social disease. Hey, I got a social disease. So take him to a social worker. Which way? That way.
Dear kindly social worker, they tell me get a job, like be a soda jerker, which means like be a slob. It's not I'm antisocial, I'm only anti-work. Glory, Oski, that's why I'm a jerk.
Yeah, Officer Krupke, you've done it again. This boy don't need a job, he needs a year in the pen. It ain't just a question of misunderstood. See, down inside him, he's no good. I'm no good.
We're no good, we're no good, we're no good, we good. Like the best of us is no damn good.
The trouble is he's lazy.
The trouble is he drinks. The trouble is he's crazy.
The trouble is he stinks.
The trouble is he's growing.
The trouble is he's grown.
Krupke, we've got troubles of our own. Officer Krupke, we're down on our knees.
'Cause no one wants a fella with a social disease.
Officer Krupke, what are we to do? Gee, Officer Krupke, Krupp you!
With a Little Bit of Luck is a popular song by Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe, written for the 1956 Broadway play My Fair Lady. It was sung by Stanley Holloway as Alfred P. Doolittle in both the original film and stage versions. It's about everyday situations in which one finds themselves and the desire to take the easy way out with a little bit of luck. The song is traditionally sung in a deep Cockney accent.
I guess back to work. What? Don't you dare mention that word in my presence again. Look at all these poor blighters down here. I used to do that sort of thing once, just for exercise. Not worth it. Takes up your whole day. Don't worry, boys. We'll get out of this somehow.
How do you think you're going to do that, Alfie?
How? Same as always. Faith, hope, and a little bit of luck. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, so he could do his job and never shirk. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, but with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, someone else will do the blinking work. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck, you'll never work. The Lord above made liquor for temptation, to see if man could turn away from sin. The Lord above made liquor for temptation, but with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, when temptation comes, you'll give right in. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck, you'll give right in. Oh, you can walk the straight and narrow, but with a little bit of luck, you'll run amok. The gentle sex was made for man to marry, to share his nest and see his food is cooked. The gentle sex was made for man to marry, but with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, you can have it all and not get hooked. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck, you won't get hooked. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of blooming luck. They're always throwing goodness at you, but with a little bit of luck, a man can duck. The Lord above made man to help his neighbour, no matter where, on land or sea or foam. The Lord above made man to help his neighbour. But with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, here it comes around, you won't be home. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit, of luck you won't be home. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of blooming love.
Anyone with a penchant for Golden Age musicals is probably a huge fan of this barn dance from the 1954 movie Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Partner dancing at its finest with explosive, ambitious choreography. This timeless number still stuns today.
Hey, come on, everybody, get your partners. There's going to be dancing.
Take him, Dan. Come on, Dan. Get him, man. Go ahead. Hit him, Dan. Come on. Come on. Easy. All right, Frank. Come on, Frank. Come on, Frank. That's it. Come on, Frank. You got him now. That's it. Throw him, Frank. Come on, Frank.
Ethel Merman was an American actress and singer known for her distinctive, powerful voice. She was the undisputed First Lady of musical comedy stage. Fred Astaire was an American dancer and actor who was widely regarded as the greatest popular musical dancer of all time. Merman and Astaire together? You've got to be kidding. Well, see for yourself.
Ethel, it's always such a great pleasure to hear you sing.
Thank you, Fred.
You sing. It's just simply wonderful. Your voice is so what's the word?
Loud.
I wouldn't exactly put it that way.
Well, now, Fred, who do you think cracked the Liberty Bell? And I was only hailing a taxi.
And you weren't even in Philadelphia. No, what I'm talking about is your terrific style. The way you project.
Well, maybe it's not me, Fred, and maybe it's the songs that I sing.
Wow.
Let's try one.
I don't think I could sing with you, Ethel. Really, I mean, we don't quite match.
Oh, Fred, now go ahead. Try I Got Rhythm.
Well,
Come on.
All right, I'll try. I got rhythm, I got music, I got Ethel. Who could ask for anything more?
You think they can hear you?
Huh?
No. From the diaphragm, from here, yeah. You'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate.
Is that all coming from you?
Starting here. Start now. Baby, everything's coming up roses. Come on, go ahead.
There may be teardrops to shed.
What did he say?
So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and
Let's face the music and dance. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of
heaven. I'm in heaven. My heart beats so that I can hardly speak.
Why don't you try for the second row?
I seem to find the happiness I see when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
All right, I'll try it your way. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
That's perfect.
Putting on the ring!
Well, almost perfect. They say that falling in love is wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Why don't you
So they say.
try for the moon?
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words. Writing prose, anything goes. I'll do mine and things are fine and dandy when we sing together. We got rhythm. We got our songs. Who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything
Let's go on with the show.
A fella can get lonesome when he is all alone, out there in the Pacific with no friends to call his own.
Fella can get lonesome out there in the Pacific.
A fella gets to thinking if he's getting anywhere. A fella gets to wondering how it's gonna be up there.
Fella gets to wondering if he will meet the mayor.
When your final chip is cashed and the pearly gates swing wide, and there is old St. Peter asking you to come inside.
There is old St. Peter, the Lord's official greeter.
He whispers, son, go find a seat, I hope you like the show. And then you see a picture of the life you led below.
By and by, and you look yourself in the eye when you come on the street up yonder at the big movie show in the sky.
Imagine you are one of that great celestial crowd, a sitting back relaxing with your feet upon a cloud.
Surely can't be taxing, a sitting back relaxing.
You're pouring buttered sunshine on your popcorn white as fleece, and waiting for the latest into hemispheric release.
Hemispheric popcorn has got to be the top corn.
The stars spell out the title and the cast before your eye. The show commences on the silver screen they call the sky.
Stars spell out the title, and every scene is vital.
Your past begins unfolding and you see it taking place, and pretty soon you're looking at your own big ugly face.
By and
It must feel kind of funny to see St. Peter smile and tell you that he's had a camera on you all the while.
There's a camera on you, so watch your step, doggone you.
Yes, every little movement has a meaning all its own. Your acting may be lousy even when you're all alone.
If your acting's lousy, the audience gets drowsy.
So partner, better mend your fence and tend to your corral. And don't you know trespassing with the other fellas, gal.
Better mend your fences before the show commences.
Be sure you'll do some acting of which later you'll be proud. 'Cause that's when moving pictures show where retakes ain't allowed.
Come on the screen up yonder at the big movie show in the sky.
In the sky.